Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we'll go straight over to those charts. S&P here first. Yeah, just a quick look at the S&P. Not a lot happened today. You can see we've just basically sitting around consolidating at this area, at this horizontal. So yeah, no direction to our beloved Bitcoin market from the S&P today, and also the DXY. You can see pretty much stalling out, holding at this level. Holding out basically this pretty important trend line resistance, just deciding whether it is going to break it and try and find some resistance elsewhere, or whether we are going to get resisted here and come down well for a pretty pretty bearish for this asset swoop down, but would be pretty bullish for Bitcoin. Now over to Bitcoin herself. So yeah, our trend line, our ascending triangle trend line. Yeah, as you can see, we are at the moment trapped between the underside horizontal of this breakdown here and our rising trend line here. So it is appearing to be decision time soon. It does not necessarily mean we have to break this higher level. It just kind of means that we've got to push into this zone and come and at least test around the 15,800 level, and then I mean we can feel free to come back down to the level we're at now within this formation. These formations do tend to break within about about two, when they're about 2/3 full. And this is looking using the eye gauge about 2/3 full. So yeah, we could be expecting this to break. So if we do move up, then we could potentially take out 15A and anywhere in this zone. I have actually had a troll saying I don't know what I'm talking about, because I basically said Bitcoin is, in the morning videos where I put Bitcoin is bullish and the range is something like 14k to 17.5, and like I am fully aware that is a large range, but we are just in a wild zone where we can basically trade anywhere within that range at any time pretty much now, and remain bullish. So yeah, I mean, you guys that have been watching me for a while, you know I would generally be more more tighter with the ranges of where where just basically the title in the morning's video is. But you can see from the price action is pretty much a lot tighter than it is now. So we now have bigger ranges. So I mean, I could realistically say 14 to 16k ish. I could do that and say bullish 14 to 16k, then we break 16k, 16 to 17.5. But hey, it is what it is. I may change that title. But anyway, I think I definitely just went off on a bit of a tangent there. But yeah, so we've got to make a decision here. We could very easily just get resisted here and still play out this formation. The longer we do stay in it, though, the more I would increase the likelihood of us actually losing the trend line and coming down. If we are going to break up, I would expect it to be relatively soon. If we get rejected again, I would potentially expect that pullback to then actually break the trend line and come down, because there's just not a lot of room to operate really. Obviously there's a third option that we do just trade sideways in much the same way we did like here for a while, or even like we did here for quite a while also, and that will obviously frustrate everybody apart from the altcoin bag holders that are actually seeing some nice gains in a number of coins to this this day. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but today basically. So yeah, just trading sideways here. Actually, for me, it would also be ideal, because I have some altcoins that are popping off, that are on the verge of some levels that I would like to take some. Wow, some of them are pumping now actually. Yeah, to some levels that I would actually like to take some off at. So yeah, and then I can look to reallocate those funds elsewhere into some smaller caps that are potentially gonna pop off as that capital filters through the altcoin hierarchy. But anyway, yeah, so back to Bitcoin though. Like I said, yeah, I mean, realistically, Well, this is such a cop out. Basically, yeah, we could break this triangle to the upside into this zone, or we could lose this trend line and come down, or we could trade sideways. I know that does sound sound worthy of a few troll comments, but I mean, we could very easily see any of these sorts of price action, as you can see, like this price action we had here, this price action here, even this price action here for a period of time. I mean, we were in a clear pennant, as you can see, looking for the breakout, clear bull flag, bull pennant, looking for the breakout, and we just drifted out of it. We could have that, and if I had to pick a scenario, that would be my scenario. That would certainly be my scenario. But hey, that is just me. There are Bitcoin maximalists out there that would just like Bitcoin to rip and do not give a second thought for the altcoins. But the altcoins are just where we can make big gains, basically. Obviously, you can trade Bitmex on Bitcoin on Bitmex or any of those platforms with 10x, 25x, 50x if you want, and just trade these moves. And yeah, you can definitely do that to juice up your gains. But I kind of at the moment like to look at the altcoins, because I do think Bitcoin is a pretty stretched and due for some sideways. So yeah, we've looked at the XY. I would also like to have a quick look at good old Tesla. Actually, here you see are my my EV stocks, Neo, Nikola, and Tesla. I would also like to point out Neo. Neo, I did have that sort of discussion with a guy after this point here, was telling me when we were coming down, like people buying Neo at now are just going to get wrecked, and I was looking at it thinking, nah, this can definitely go back to $20, and I mean, we did have that big break up to $20, we did have that pennant again, and we are breaking up. And also, I would also like to say, when I did speak a while back about these EV stocks, about Nikola, Tesla and Neo, I did say Neo was my favorite because China, just like it or not, whatever, without getting into actual like economics or politics or whatever, Chinese stocks and their market are performing well and are in a better trading environment than the US and US stocks, basically, and European stocks. So Neo was one that I did basically say would outperform, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, since I was saying that, he's definitely actually 2x'd, whereas Nikola is down a lot, basically, and Tesla is pretty much sideways. So yeah, I would just like to, just take credit for that one. I say take credit for that one. I get my information regarding things elsewhere, so I can't take credit. I can only take credit for the quality of the information that I get. I don't just pick these I don't just have hunches and talk about them. I do have access to good research and good opinions on things. But yeah, what I did want to show you guys in Tesla was the 4-hour TD9. So TD9 top, TD9 top, TD9 top, TD9 top, TD9 top. Yeah, TD9 bottom there. That basically was a TD9 bottom, but it bounced the price prematurely. But realistically, we're just looking at the tops here. Yeah, we got the top there, pulled us back. We got the top there sideways. But yeah, TD 4-hour 9s, guys. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's probably every other video I am pointing them out. And there you can see it. It's clear as day. If you were trading Tesla, sell, 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 sell. Short, or take profits, or whatever, whatever you want to do at those various points in time. Let's have a look at some of our Binance altcoins. We haven't looked at this in a while. Let's have a quick whiz through of these. So Polkadot is a good coin. You guys that are in my chat know that I had a bit of an obsession with Polkadot ecosystem coins, and some of them did fantastically well, and yeah, and there we go, including Kusama, Dot itself, Zora, XOR, lots of coins did very well. But yeah, DOT is a good project. As you can see, consolidating sideways. At some point I would expect this to break out. This indicator we've got on here, guys, by the way, short, long, short, long, short. This indicator is free via my website. It's the Trading with Dan volume price volatility risk range indicator. All you have to do is go to my website, Trading with Dan. For some reason it's saying my site is not secure, but Trading with Dan, and you just go into the indicator page here, and you just type in your name, your email address, your TradingView ID is obviously the important part, and then request access, and then I will add you. So you guys can get this indicator, and it is good for managing bots with free commas. That is basically what I use it for. RLCI exec, another one you can see starting to show signs of life here, having a nice move up. I mean, you can see how the indicator is working on here as well. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, but you can see these longs whereabouts they are. But yeah, I actually only use the short trades, and I use it to sort of take profit on short positions. So when you see shorts, I will have a bag of this coin or whatever coin it is, and then I will take some profits on it. Here's one of my larger positions. This is Ocean. This is the Binance one, so it's not been on Binance too long. You can see a lot of altcoins. I mean, even if we just go through DOT here, it's quite far off its high. RLCI exec quite far off its high. Ren, you can see quite far off its high. I mean, I'll just pick this one as well. FTM quite off its high. OGN, even though it's having a nice pump today, very far off its high. But what I will say is Ocean is actually not very far off its high. Its all-time high is actually 76. I don't know if it's showing it on here. It is 76, so it was before it came onto Binance. And to be trading around the 60 area when its all-time high is only here, that is a pretty good performing coin. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. But yeah, some big gains. I mean, just look at these gains. I mean, yeah, we are coming off a very low base here, and I look at this and I think 2018 altcoin bear market, absolute car crash, never really got going. But I do think this one isn't that yet. I mean, we may have that day, but that day I don't think is today. Synthetics as well, as you can see, having a very nice move, moving up very nicely, showing signs of life. This is the all-time high, and yeah, and you can see we've broken all these lower highs, clear lower high, lower high, bang. Wherever this tops out for this move up, wherever we put in a local high, it's quite clearly going to be a higher high. And yeah, and you can see we're actually getting very close actually to the risk line as well. So looking very good for altcoins, guys. What isn't doing so well? Decentraland not doing so well today, but that is obviously off the back of massive pumps. This is obviously an NFT play. But you can see from these lows around here of around about 60 cents, we got up to well, nearly a 2x. Pretty sharply. And actually, if you look at this one again is not far off its highs either, all-time highs either. So, but this was never really one that really had a massive pump initially. QLC as well, having a well, not really having a massive move. But yeah, if we look at Kasama, this is looking like it's gonna be looking for a nice move up as well. BZRX, wait, what's going on here? BZRX, this is actually doesn't appear to be doing a lot. I don't really know what's going on with this one here, with this chart. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just a complete collapse. This is what I'm saying about how some of these coins, and with Ocean being so close, this is literally basically back to its all-time highs as a 10x from where it is now. So maybe a coin worth looking at if you think we're gonna have a pickup again, or if you think the project's dead. So yeah, but yeah, some altcoins there. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance whilst we're here. Actually, let's look at it on my other chart. Bitcoin dominance. This is a big important one, and as you can see, this is why we're getting all this joyous love and attention in the altcoin market, because we've had this little bit of a pullback, and this line, gotta break this line, and then I think we will fully and formally have a large FOMO into alts, guys. And we could have, well, I don't know whether it would be a mini or a maxi or a big altcoin season, but we'll have an altcoin season of sorts. And I mean, these small moves in this chart, based on Bitcoin's actual price, based on the depressed levels of some of the altcoins, equals massive potential gains in some coins. Yeah, definitely one I'm definitely clearly got a keen eye on. I want this taken out. I want basically this to be fully, once this is fully and formally confirmed as a downtrend, that will be when people were more comfortable taking some of their lovely BTC gains and chasing some altcoin prices up for some extra Satoshi value. Ethereum US dollar as well, as you can see, not moved out of its pennant yet, still sat in its pennant. So yeah, we're waiting for the break there, but we have got a projected move of up to nearly 540. Obviously, lots of great things coming with Ethereum. I mean, this is sort of the path that people take into crypto. They sort of they know Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin, and then they learn about Ethereum, and then they're straight down the rabbit hole at all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so Ethereum BTC. I mean, this is the one that's got to get going. Maybe it's a bull flag at the moment. Again, not even close to being confirmed as an uptrend, like not even close at all in any way, shape or form. But if this is a bull flag and we get the projected move up to around here, we will be at a level where if we do take that level out in this Satoshi pairing, then Ethereum could be on a rip. And if that BT dominance comes down, this may sound crazy to say, but if this does start to turn this around, and the altcoin and obviously the BTC dominance starts to get a good downtrend, we could see Ethereum at all-time highs within the start of next year. And bear in mind, all-time highs in Ethereum are about 1400. And yeah, I mean, you can see this is looking good. This is looking potentially good. This is looking good for a move up. So a move up to take out these all-time highs. Just great. I mean, just great things, potentially great things on the cards for crypto, guys. Great things potentially on the cards. That is my feeling. My feeling with this market. That is my feelings, and that's how we should trade. No, but anyway. So let's have a look at the stochastics before I leave you to your evenings. 4 hour, as you can see, having a very nice bullish reset whilst it comes down nicely, whilst price action doesn't go anywhere. This is the signature for a bullish market, for a then pump to the upside. If this turns around, it could give us some serious momentum. 10-hour stochastics as well, again, similar thing, similar bullish reset. You could potentially draw a trend line in here and think, right, we're going to come and touch this and go up, potentially. 12 hours actually even turned up as well, holding a very high line here, very high line, if you guys watch football or soccer, as you might call it in America. It's holding a high line here, so we could start to get a move up, a nice move up. Yeah, we could basically, I mean, everything higher than this though is not looking so good. It's looking a bit toppy. So daily, 2 days, you can see 3 day, and then 5 higher than that is looking good. potentially looking toppy once you get over day 2 day and 3 day. So I mean, it just plays into what you guys know my view is. We have got the ability, the chance and the ability to break into this upside zone above 16k. Do I actually think we would hold above there? Probably not. I think we would have one nice foray into here. A very nice liquidity hunt, and then I would not in any way, shape or form be surprised if we get a similar price action to this, apart from maybe like a 2 exercise, so literally a pump maybe around to like this area, this halfway up it, so 16.6, 16.7, before then getting slammed down basically well, basically about to 15k. it would be a complete debacle for over leveraged traders and just people that think Bitcoin only goes up and think it's relatively tame at the moment. And that's the sort of thing that markets do to you. They get you complacent, they get you thinking everything's all gravy, they get you trading a breakout, and then they absolutely basically they rug you. They pull the rug, and then you're just like, what just happened? And it happens in the blink of an eye. But this is crypto, this is Bitcoin, this is how we do basically, and things like that happen. And again, don't forget the CIA or whoever's got it has got that Silk Road 1 billion in Bitcoin, and they are just sat there deciding what they want to do with that, those ill-gotten gains. So anyway, I believe I've rambled on for quite a bit. 20 minutes, not as bad as I thought. So yeah, generally speaking, I'm just going to tell you again, I think we're just going to range. Maybe we break into this range. I actually don't think we'll come and tap the top unless we do get that proper breakdown in the dollar. But I think the dollar is going to come down in an orderly fashion. As it were. I think we're just going to come down in much the same way this was sort of a move up in this orderly fashion. Oh, we're on a weekly here. What am I even doing? But yeah, I mean, I do think we'll sort of get an orderly move down like this. Not necessarily any potential just pure catastrophic dumps. I think we're just going to gradually grind it out. Because don't forget, all countries, all central banks, they're all is a race to debase, and they all counter each other's moves as in a gradual process as obviously they make their announcements and do their bond buyback programs and etc. And yeah, so it's not like it's going to tank straight away, unless we just get like some crazy UBI or some sort of absolute insane things like that in America, then it may tank, but I don't necessarily see that happening. So yeah, so that is it realistically. I think grind it down, Bitcoin grind out this area longer term. I mean, you see, you guys probably think it's weird. Normally we only really talk about like what's going to happen like today, tomorrow, and I seem to just be saying now that I'm only looking at this for the rest of the year. But I mean, when we were down here, I was potentially looking at big moves to the upside, or big breakdowns to the downside. Looking for one of those to happen. We got to move to the upside, and now I'm looking looking forward, thinking the potential move is going to be sideways. So yeah, but yeah, for the time being, there we are watching this trend line. We're watching this horizontal. We are watching the DXY, and we are basically waiting to get our cues from those markets, because one thing I hope I have taught you guys is that Bitcoin is does not move in isolation to the other markets, and Bitcoin does not move the other markets. Therefore, the other markets move Bitcoin. That is the only logical conclusion. So we have to keep an eye on those other markets. So that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.